Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2025. This is the Ronnie D Show. That's me, Ronnie D, and this is our first show of the new year. This week's show is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to take a look back at the artists and their songs that were atop the Hot Country Singles chart each year in the 80s. 3 artists on the show this week had their first number one hit in the 80s, and 2 artists had their final number ones. And what was the number one country western song in chart history and the methodology used to compile the charts? It's pretty interesting. That and more coming up on the show, so sit back, relax. The decade of greed, extreme fashion, and big hair starts right now.
Everyone considered him the coward of the county. He'd never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mama named him Tommy, but folks just called him Yellow. But something always told me they were reading Tommy wrong. He was only 10 years old when his daddy died in prison. I looked after Tommy 'cause he was my brother's son. I still recall the final words my brother said to Tommy. Son, my life is over, but yours has just begun. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now, it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. There's someone for everyone, and Tommy's love was Becky. In her arms he didn't have to prove he was a man. One day while he was working, the Gatlin boys came calling. They took turns at Becky, and there was 3 of them. Tommy opened up the door and saw his Becky crying. The torn dress, the shattered look was more than he could stand. He reached above the fireplace and took down his daddy's picture. As his tears fell on his daddy's face, he heard these words again. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now, it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. The Gatlin boys just laughed at him when he walked into the bar room. One of them got up and met him halfway across the floor. When Tommy turned around, they said, "Hey, look, old Yellow's leaving." But you could have heard a pin drop when Tommy stopped and locked the door. 20 years of crawling was bottled up inside him. He wasn't holding nothing back, he let them have it all. When Tommy left the bar room, not a Gatlin boy was standing. He said, "This one's for Becky," as he watched the last one fall. And I heard him say, "I promised your dad not to do the things you've done. I'll walk away from trouble when I can. Now please don't think I'm weak, I didn't turn the other cheek. And Papa, I sure hope you understand. Sometimes you gotta fight when you're a man." Everyone considered him the coward of the county. on my way from LA back to Knoxville, I found out those bright lights ain't where I belong. From a phone booth in the rain, I called to tell her I've had a change of dreams, I'm coming home. But tears filled my eyes when I found out she was gone. Smoky Mountain rain keeps on falling. I keep on calling her name. Smoky Mountain rain, I'll keep on searching. I can't go on hurting this way. She's somewhere in the Smoky Mountain rain. I waved a diesel down outside a cafe. He said that he was going as far as Gatlinburg. I climbed up in the cab all wet and cold and lonely. I wiped my eyes and told him about her. I've got to find her. Can you make these big wheels burn? Smoky Mountain rain keeps on falling. I keep on calling her name. Smoky Mountain rain, I'll keep on searching. I can't go on hurting this way. She's somewhere in the Smoky Mountain rain. I can't blame her for letting go. A woman needs someone warm to hold. I feel the rain running down my face. I'll find her no matter what it takes. Smoky Mountain rain keeps on falling. Keep on calling her name. Smoky Mountain rain, I'll keep on searching. I can't go on hurting this way. Smoky Mountain rain keeps on falling. Keep on calling.
We're on a journey through the 80s with songs from artists who started each year at the top spot of Billboard's country charts. And throughout the show, I'll highlight some other artists who had number one songs like that one from Ronnie Millsap. Ronnie spent a total of 6 weeks at the top of country charts in 1980 with 4 different songs: Why Don't You Spend the Night, My Heart, Cowboys and Clowns, and December 6th, Smoky Mountain Rain. Kenny Rogers started us off with Coward of the County, a song that was number one for 3 weeks. Moving on to 1981, and Johnny Lee is one of 5 artists who had a number one song the last week of the year prior and the first week of the new year. Here's One in a Million.
Sometimes it seems the world's a jungle. Through it all I was born to stumble, searching for something I never will find. I take your love in bits and pieces, coming to you only when it eases that lonely feeling that gets in my mind. And you treat me so kind when those hard times come a dime a dozen. Girls with your kind of loving come 1 in a million. They're so hard to find. When I know your friends don't think much of me. They say you're a fool to love me, but girl, I know they'll never turn you around. You're bound to love your hard luck poet. When I let you down, you don't show it. You know it don't matter. They can't touch what we found. When the sun goes down and goes, hard times come a dime a dozen. But girls with your kind of loving come one in a million. They're so hard to find. And those hard times come a dime a dozen. But girls with your kind of loving come one in a million. I'm lucky you're mine. And those hard times come a dime a dozen. The girls with your kind of loving come one in a million. They're so hard to find.
I once thought of love as a prison, a place I didn't want to be. So long ago, I made a decision to be footloose and fancy free. But you came and I was so tempted to gamble on love just one time. I never thought I would get caught. It seemed like the perfect crime. Baby, you left me defenseless. I've only got one plea. Lock me away inside of your love. Throw away the key. I'm guilty of love in the first degree. I thought it would be so simple, like 1,000 times before. I'd take what I wanted and just walk away, but I never made it to the door. Now, babe, I'm not begging for mercy. Go ahead and throw the book at me. If loving you's a crime, I know that I'm as guilty as a man can be. But baby, you left me defenseless. I've only got one plea. Lock me away inside of your love and throw away the key. I'm guilty of love in the first degree. Love in the first degree. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Baby, you left me defenseless. I've only got one plea. Lock me away inside of your love and throw away the key. I'm guilty of love in the first degree. Love in the first degree. Oh yeah. Love in the first degree. Love in the first degree. Oh yeah. Love in the first degree. Love in the first degree.
To end 81 and begin 82 with the number one, Alabama with Love in the First Degree. Alabama had 4 top singles in 82, that one you just heard. Then May 1st, Mountain Music. July 24th, Take Me Down. And this one from October 30th.
Sometimes her morning coffee's way too strong, and sometimes what she says all wrong. But right or wrong, she she's there beside me like only a friend would be, and that's close enough to perfect for me. Now she's been known to wear her pants too tight, and drinking puts her out just like a light. Heaven knows she's not an angel, but she'd really like to be, and that's close enough to perfect for me. She kisses me each morning and smiles a sleepy smile, and she don't have to say it, I can see it in her eyes. Don't you worry about my woman, what you think she ought to be. She's close enough to perfect for me. Sometimes she gets down and starts to cry, but then again a lady has arrived. She's everything I've ever wanted, she's all I'll ever need. She's close enough to perfect for me. She kisses me each morning and smiles a sleepy smile. She don't have to say it, I can see it in her eyes. Don't you worry about my woman or what you think she ought to be. She's close enough to perfect for me. Oh, she's close enough to perfect for me.
The year is 1982, and what would soon be a milestone in country music. For the week ending August 28th, King George achieves his first #1 hit.
Nickels and dimes, memories and wine, she's on his mind once again. The same old stew, the same old fool, played by the rules but didn't win. There's an old love in his heart that he can't lose. He tried forgetting, but he knows that it's no use. He's got a full-hearted memory. It won't let him see that she walked out the door. He's got a full-hearted memory. He sits patiently here every night so it can fool him more. She was his girl, his only world, that string of pearls that slipped away. 1,000 dimes, 1,000 times, he doesn't mind what they say. He fills a jukebox, then plays the same old song. He fills his glass and then he turns her memory on. But it's a fool-hearted memory. It won't let him see that she walked out the door. He's got a fool-hearted memory. He sits patiently here every night so it can fool him more. He's got a fool-hearted memory. It won't let him see that she walked out the door. He's got a fool-hearted memory.
Way across town, the phone rings off the wall. If you know he ain't home, why do you keep calling? You're gonna drive yourself crazy, and you know that it's true. It's just making you wild and blue, wild and blue. And it's no wonder. Look at the things that you do. They could just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue. In somebody's room on the far side of town, with your minds all made up and the shades all pulled down. Someone is trying to satisfy you. He don't know you're wild and you're blue, wild and blue. And it's no wonder. Look at the things that you do. They could just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue. It's 4 in the morning and you're all alone with no place to go. Why don't you come home? I'll be right here, baby, waiting for you. I know you've been wild and blue, wild and blue. It's no wonder. Look at the things that you do. They could just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue, wild and blue. It's no wonder, baby. Look at the things that you do.
Another artist who had a number one the last week of the year prior and started off the next year in the top spot. From January 1st of 83, John Anderson with Wild and Blue. Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers had this number one for 2 weeks at the end of 83.
Houston, Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Oh, honey, Houston, Houston means the last day of the tour and we're through. Well, honey, you and God in heaven above know I love what I do. For a living I do. Oh, but Houston, Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Yeah, singing at the world's biggest rodeo show was a great time for me and the guys. Oh, but when I'm away from you, honey, time always never flies. And sleeping all alone at that holiday hotel show makes a cowboy blue. But here I am in Houston and I'm one day closer to you. Houston, Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Oh, honey, Houston, Houston means
means the last day of the tour is through. Well, honey, you and God in the heaven above know I love what I do. For a living I do all but Houston. Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Yeah, Houston. Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Oh, honey, Houston. Houston means the last day of the tour is through. Well, honey, you and God in heaven above know I love what I do. For a living I do all but Houston. Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Yeah, honey, Houston. Houston means that I'm one day closer to you. Oh, how you sparkle, and oh, how you shine. That flush on your cheeks is more than the wine. And he must do something that I didn't do. Whatever he's doing, it looks good on you. You look so good in love. You want him? That's easy to see. You look so good in love. I wish you still wanted me. He must have stolen some stars from the sky and gave them to you to wear in your eyes. I had my chances, but I set you free. And now I wonder why I couldn't see. You look so good in love. You want him? That's easy to see. You look so good in love. I wish you still wanted me. Darling, I've wasted a lot of years not seeing the real you. But tonight your beauty is shining through. And I never took the time to let you know. So before he takes you away, please let me say, you look so good in love. You want him? That's easy to see. You look so good in love. I wish you still wanted me.
George Strait started off 84 with You Look So Good in Love. The group Exile had this #1 hit.
I wanna kiss you all over and over again. I wanna kiss you all over till the night closes in. Till the night closes.
That was in 78, but at the time, Exile was considered a pop group. They shipped to country music in the 80s, and on March 3rd of 84, they notched their first #1 on the country chart with Woke Up in Love.
blues. All of a sudden, a brand new feeling opening up inside. And I don't know whether to jump through the roof or break right down and cry. Woke up in love with you. Oh, what a beautiful day. Am I still dreaming? Is it supposed to feel this way? Running around with a foolish grin painted all over my face. I woke up in love with you. Oh, what a beautiful day. I used to run around in no particular direction. I ran across a lot of pretty women, but I couldn't make a connection. But last night when you held me tight, you turned my life around. And I opened up my eyes this morning, I said, look what I found. I woke up in love with you. Oh, what a beautiful day. Am I still dreaming? Is it supposed to feel this way? Running around with a foolish grin painted all over my face. I woke up in love with you. Oh, what a beautiful day. Still dreaming, is it supposed to feel this way? Running around with a foolish grin painted all over my face. I woke up in love with you. Oh, what a beautiful. I woke up in love with you. Oh, what a beautiful day. Am I still dreaming? Is it supposed to feel this way? Running around with a foolish grin.
Well, that was Exile with their first #1 country song, Woke Up in Love. We're halfway through the 80s, focusing on artists with songs that started each year at #1. My name is Ronnie D. Thank you for joining me. So what was the first #1 country song? Well, Billboard magazine, the music industry's top publication, has been charting songs for many years, from pop, country, rock, and R&B. But how were the charts compiled back in the day? The magazine's first chart was on January 8th, 1944, and it tracked not what was played on the radio, but what was most played on the jukebox. They tracked hillbillies, spiritual, cowboy songs, and others, and according to their first chart, the most popular song was Pistol Packin' Mama. At the time, there were different recordings of the song, and the different artists who recorded it were bracketed together and treated as one entry. Al Dexter wrote the song and recorded it in March of '42. Bing Crosby with the Andrews Sisters recorded a cover of the song in September of '43. The Crosby song was released in October, and both the Dexters and Crosby's version tied at #1 for 7 weeks. However, the NBC radio network banned the Crosby version because of the line, "drinking beer in a cabaret." Now, before the song could air on the radio, the lyric had to be changed to "singing songs in a cabaret." Whether you're drinking beer or singing songs, it's hard to argue that the song was a huge hit. The first #1 song written and sung by Al Dexter, along with his troopers, here's Pistol Packin' Mama.
Drinking beer in a cabaret, and was I having fun? Until one night she caught me right, and now I'm on the run. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. She kicked out my windshield, she hit me over the head. She cussed and cried and said I'd lied and wished that I was dead. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. a cabaret and dancing with a blonde. Until one night she shot out the lights, bang, that blonde was gone. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. I'll see you every night, babe, I'll woo you every day. I'll be your regular daddy if you put that gun away. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. Drinking beer in a cabaret, and was I having fun? Until one night she caught me right, and now I'm on the run. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down. Now there was old Al Dexter, he always had his fun. But with some lead she shot him dead, his honking days are done. Lay that pistol down, babe, lay that pistol down. Pistol packing mama, lay that pistol down.
From January 8th, 1944, Pistol Packin' Mama by Al Dexter and the Troopers, country music's first charted #1. As we continue our journey through the 80s, we're in 1985 and George Strait leading off back-to-back years with the #1 song, Does Fort Worth Ever Cross Your Mind?
Cold Fort Worth beer just ain't no good for jealous. I've tried it night after night. You're in someone else's arms in Dallas. Does Fort Worth ever cross your mind? Darling, while you're busy burning bridges, burn one for me if you get time. 'Cause good memories don't fade so easy. Does Fort Worth ever cross your mind? You left me here to be with him in Dallas, and I know it hurt you at the time. But I wonder now if it makes a difference. Does Fort Worth ever cross your mind? You left me here to be with him in Dallas, and I know it hurt you at the time. But I wonder now if it makes a difference. Does Fort Worth ever cross your mind? Does Fort Worth ever cross your mind?
Does Fort Worth Ever Cross Your Mind? A #1 for George Strait. In In 1986, there were 52 different number ones. That's right, 52 different groups or artists took their place atop Billboard's country chart, the Judds being one of those groups. Here's the mother and daughter duo, Naomi and Winona, with Have Mercy.
I was standing in line at the city bus stop, soaked to the skin from the ever raindrop. I see you driving by just like a phantom jet, with your arm around some little brunette. You say you won't be home because you're working late. Honey, I'm no fool, you've been out on a date. The lipstick on your collar gives your game away. It's strawberry red and mine's pink rosy. Have mercy on me. You treat me so bad, I'm in misery. It's breaking my heart, can't you see? Baby, baby, have mercy on me. Well, I called you up on the telephone. I could hear you was playing Haggard and Jones. I knew right then that there was something wrong. There's only one reason you play cheating songs. Have mercy on me. You treat me so bad, I'm in misery. It's breaking my heart, can't you see? Baby, baby, have mercy on me, yeah. Well, I went to the bank with my little checkbook. The cashier, he gave me the strangest look. He said, you ain't got no money 'cause you're overdrawn. Your man took it all and he's a done gone. Have mercy on me. You treat me so bad, I'm in misery. It's breaking my heart, can't you see? Baby, baby, have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. You treat me so bad, I'm in misery. It's breaking my heart, can't you see? Baby, baby, have mercy on me. Ow! Have mercy. Have mercy on me. You treat me so bad, I'm in misery. It's breaking my heart, honey, can't you see? Baby, baby, have mercy on
The Judds with Have Mercy. We're now up to our first of two country artists who had their final number one in the 80s. First up, Conway Twitty. He had a total of 40 number one hits, a record that stood 20 years. George Strait now holds that title with 44. Conway's final number one was the week ending September 6th, 1986. This is Desperado Love.
Should I just ride in and steal you away? Don't know what else to do. I got a desperado love for you. They say you belong to another man. The first time we met I knew that I'd have a desperado love for you. I know that it breaks every love to feel the way I'm feeling, but I want your love so desperately. I don't see the wrong in stealing, so hold on, I'm gonna for the heart like desperados do. I got a desperado love for you. It's so wrong to take what isn't mine and head out for the border. But I can't look at you and have respect for law and order. So hold on, I'm gonna shoot for the heart like desperados do. I got a desperado love for you. I got a desperado love for you.
If the wife and I are fussing, brother, that's alright. 'Cause me and that woman bought a license to fight. Why don't you mind your own business? Mind your own business. 'Cause if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine.
Oh, the man at the apartment is a nosy thing. He comes to my door and it's a ring, ring, ring. Don't mind your own business. Hey, won't you mind your own business? 'Cause if you mind your own business, then you won't be minding mine.
Yeah, I got a little girl, wears her hair up high. Boys all quiver when she walk by. You better mind your own business. Yes, mind your own business. Yes, mind your own business, then you won't be minding mine. Minding other people's business seems to be high tone. I got all that I can do. I'm minding my own. Why don't you mind your own business? Mind your own business. 'Cause if you mind your business, you won't be minding mine.
I may tell a lot of stories that may not be true, but I can get to heaven just as easy as you. So won't you mind your own business? Why don't you mind your own business? 'Cause if you mind your business, then you won't be minding mine.
Hey, if I want a honky tonk around a 2 or 3, baby, that's my headache. Don't you worry about me. Just mind your own business. Mind your own business. Well, if you mind your business, you'll be busy all the time.
Highway 101 with Somewhere Tonight, number one to start off 1988. Before that, Hank Jr. started 87 off at number one with Mind Your Own Business. And before that, Desperado Love being Conway Twitty's final number one. Our second artist of the show who had his first number one, it was October 5th, 1988. And with a little help from Buck Owens, here's Dwight Yoakam with Streets of Bakersfield.
Came here looking for something I couldn't find anywhere else. Hey, I'm not trying to be nobody, I just want a chance to be myself. I've spent 1,000 miles of thumbing, yes, I've worn blisters on my heels, trying to find me something better here on the streets of Bakersfield. Hey, you don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel, but how many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Spent some time in San Francisco, I spent a night there in the can. Lived through this drunk man in my jail cell. I took $15 from that man, left him my watch and my old house key. Don't want folks thinking that I'd steal. Then I thanked him as I was leaving, and I headed out for Bakersfield. Hey, you don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel, but how many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Hey, you don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel, but how many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? How many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield?
Dwight Yoakam with Streets of Bakersfield. And the pages of country music keep on turning. While Dwight celebrated his first number one, Merle Haggard had his final. With his 38th for the week ending February 20th, 1988, here's Twinkle, Twinkle, Lucky Star.
Twinkle, twinkle, lucky star, can you send me luck from where you are? Can you make a rainbow shine that far? Twinkle, twinkle, lucky star, can you really make a wish come true? Or do you shine on just a chosen few? Is it over? Have I gone too far? Twinkle, twinkle, lucky star. Like two ships on the ocean, we drifted apart, and you found an island at sea. I'm still adrift with this pain in my heart. Won't you send her sweet love back to me? Twinkle, twinkle, lucky star, can you send me love from where you are? Can you make a rainbow shine that far? Twinkle, two ships on the ocean, we drifted apart. And you found an island at sea. I'm still adrift with this pain in my heart. Won't you send a sweet love back to me? Hey, twinkle, twinkle, lucky star, can you send me love from where you are? Can you make a rainbow shine that far? Twinkle, twinkle, lucky star.
Twinkle, Twinkle, Lucky Star, Merle Haggard's final number one. Well, we've been on a journey with artists who started off each year in the 80s with the number one, and now we're up to the last year, 1989. But before we hear the song at the top spot to begin the year, let's hear from a third artist who had their first. It was August 12th for Patty Loveless and Timber, Falling in Love. Loveless and her first number one, Timber, I'm Falling in Love. I want to thank everyone who's been listening. I do appreciate it. This is The Ronnie D Show. Now our last song that started off a year in the 80s, 1989, and it's by a female artist who had 4 number one hits. Do Ya, I'll Always Come Back, Come Next Monday, and the song I'm about to play. In June 2015, this artist was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and passed away in Nashville December 21st, 2020, a week after being diagnosed with the COVID-19 virus. She was 78. For the week ending January 7th, 1989, it's KT Oslin with Hold Me.
Husband comes in, he says, wife, turn down the radio, turn off the TV, listen to me. Let me tell you about my day. And she sits down, and she listens, and he begins to speak. When I left here this morning, I was bound and determined I was never gonna come back. Never, never I was running. I was running from you, darling. I was running from my job. I
was running from the kid in me. He never knows when to stop. Got as far as the edge of town, then I turned my car around and headed back to you. Husband says, wife, what do you think? Wife says, it's very interesting. Before we talk about your day, let's talk about mine. And she says, when I left here this morning, I was bound and determined I was never gonna come back. Never, never, I was running. I was running from you, darling. I was running from my job. I was running from some wrinkles. No cream will stop. I got as far as the edge of town, then I turned my car around and I headed back to you. Come here and hold me tighter. Tell me tomorrow'll be brighter. Kiss me a little harder. Don't kiss me like we're married. Kiss me like we're lovers. We looked at each other and we started to agree. This morning it was over. This evening we'll start it all over again. Come here and hold me tighter. Won't you tell me tomorrow'll be brighter? Won't you kiss me, kiss me, kiss me a little harder? Honey, don't kiss me like we're married. Kiss me like we're lovers and hold me. And she said, oh, and they said, oh. Come on, baby. Give me a big old